The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Remember in preseason when we went to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there, big fumble. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one. On 2nd and 9, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Chandler Jones in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
goes out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
A play fake, now Fields to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
And they fake the handoff, now Lance.
Nowhere to go here, he lost the football. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Throwing now is Lance.
Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards.
Well, for Trey Lance, not only was he the youngest quarterback in the 2021 draft class, but many say he had the strongest arm too, and he showed it off here. Lance going to throw.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point try good by Gano. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
shoves him aside. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
He's airing it out for Williams. This is intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker.
And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Lance now on 1st down.
He's going to let this one go deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Derek Stingley picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Hey, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Quez Watkins,
59 yards.
and the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Gano the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
On 1st down, Fields.
He's airing it out for Williams.
And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The Steelers at 7-5 now in the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw is Fields. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Fields. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
The kick by Sanders is good, and they have regained the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
On play action, Lance.
Going up top. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Steelers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here's Fields.
He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half.
Take it in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 2nd and 9. Fields, same target. It's Jacobs again. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give, it's Jacobs off the option.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Second down, Jacobs once more. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Off play action, Fields.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Dante Hightower. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And some room to maneuver. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 72 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
32-yard line.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Fields.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Lance.
He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them would be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Lance looking to throw it.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Corey Davis, 47 yards.
And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Given Duvernay on the return, the Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there, it was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
3 quarters have come and gone.
Down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here's Fields. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Off the option, here's Jacobs. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 7, Fields able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Josh Jacobs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
From the 10. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
Here we go. Strike. Check. Strike.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Open man is Duvernay. Finding space at the 40.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Tershawn Wharton, the one to get him to the ground on the defensive side.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs.
He's got room at the 30.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 19. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Now Lance.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got him in, complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All eyes on Fields.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Here's Fields. Able to connect with Jacobs. And he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Back to throw. Fields.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
It's third down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Fields. That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a costly, costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
And now we've got a review here. All challenges in overtime, of course, initiated by the replay official here in the stadium. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Going deep here for Watkins.
And he's got it inside the 10. A huge play there in overtime. 59 yards. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's over.
And I remember my coaches always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense. Beat that guy across from you and make a play. I expect them to attack on defense and not sit back.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd and goal, Lance. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They will run it with Swift here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. Gano's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. And the Ravens are going to win this football game here in overtime. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defense